I studied English for 14 years, but after school I never used it again, except for rare occasions with foreigners. Any tips on how you maintain your level of English so you don't get rusty? Yeah, I think you already answered it yourself. Just make sure that you still speak it from time to time, right? Obviously, I go live every day. I sit here, I yap, talk about Starcraft, talk about other games, talk on Discord. So I think as long as you stay active, you won't forget a lot. And if anything, you just keep on learning more. Yeah, if you don't use something for a long time, like I don't use my German at all. I feel like other than the occasional random Gabe impression, I don't speak any German. So I also noticed that my German got a whole lot worse over time. Man, if you go live every single day, maybe you should start streaming, mate. Stream a couple games of StarCraft. And even if no one is watching, just do commentary in English. And maybe eventually people will watch. I'll stop by. I'll tell you right now that I'll stop by. Time to hunker down in Germany for Oktoberfest. Reynor has been trying to make me go to Oktoberfest for a few years in a row now. It's never really worked out schedule-wise. Maybe this year. Maybe this is the year that I'll have some beers with Lino and Lambo and Reynor. And we'll have a good time in Bavaria. Go with Serral and Reynor. I can think of 384 things that Serral would rather do than go to Oktoberfest. Reynor is not even that big on beer either, by the way. I feel like Reynor is more about the vodka shots and whatnot. I don't think Reynor loves beer that much, but he is excited to go to Oktoberfest. I don't think Serral is very excited, and I would never want to see Serral do things that he doesn't want to do. But Lambo and Lino, they're natives. They love it. They live for it. I think Reynor would more go for the vibes. That's a very stupid thing to say, Marijuana King Prime. I'm gonna give you 10 minutes, mate. Honestly, I should make it 10 days. There's also, like, yes, you have people who misbehave there, but you also have thousands of people who just come for a good time. They want to sing, they want to socialize, they want to have a good time and have a couple beers. To label all of them as idiots makes you the idiot. But we already know you are one, so that's not shocking. Do I have a favorite beer? I have a lot of Heineken stock, so I'm obligated to say Heineken. Still waiting for SpeCial, guys, to make it. He's the one who reached out to us. He wanted to play. I did tell him 8 p.m. Maybe he's taking a little nap. I don't know. Maybe he has a bad sleep schedule. I expect him to be here sometime soon. But apparently, at the moment, we cannot find Juanito. We've tried Twitter, we've tried Discord. Cham has tried calling him. It would have to happen tonight, right? The one night where everybody is so eager to see MaxPax and Serral. But hey, maybe they wouldn't be ready too far off schedule either, so who knows. Check Poker Stars, he plays on GG Poker. I recognize the client. Did I have fun playing in the 2v2? Yeah, but I just wish that I had a much better ally. Next time I'm playing with Reynor and I'm gonna have a great time. The music is awful though, and a beer is like 15 bucks. Well, a beer is like 18 bucks in an NFL game, so no difference there. Cash games, multi. I think he started off playing a bit high, and I think he moved down, realizing that poker takes time. You don't get good overnight. SpeCial has come online. Woohoo! I know. When it comes to beer, mate, I actually love Blue Moon. If I'm in America, I basically always have a Blue Moon. I like a lot of the light beers, like Miller Lite, Bud Light. I like Heineken too. Did I like your run in the 2v2 tourney? You were the talk of the town, mate. But it seems like you and Gabe had a pretty good time. So yeah, good job to you guys. Yeah, Blue Moon is also... What happens very often is like, I want to order a Coke. And it's like, we have Pepsi. Is that okay? I feel like if you like Blue Moon, you'll find yourself in that same scenario. Where you're like, can I have a Blue Moon, please? We only have Shock Top. Is that okay? It's like, well, sure. But I actually prefer Blue Moon over Shock Top. Blue Moon is better. Isn't that what it's called? Shock top? Or not? Am I making that up? Oh, that's what I got served quite a bit, mate. You know, a lot of the Vegas casinos, that's all they have. They don't do Blue Moon, they do shock top. It's basically like Blue Moon, Josh, but a little bit different. But I prefer Blue Moon. Blue Moon is better. Alright. SpeCial is on Battle.net. Cham is on Battle.net. The prediction has expired. But they are currently doing their vetoes. And we are about to start, guys. I'm sorry about this 10, 15, 20 minute delay. But honestly, blame Air. We love Air, but let's blame Air. I got 3 out by Davlitos. And it is what it is. Shocked up is better, but it's okay. What do you think so? I would say that is a hot take, my friend. The score between SpeCial and Cham is 0-0. We're gonna do this best of 5, and after that, it is time for the big one. What I love about the Big Brain Bouts in general is that for me, it's not all about the 2 best players. My idea often is to get people excited over the guys before that as well, so they can get a bit of a following. They can get some support and love for how good they are in Starcraft. But I guess when your main event is MaxPax Serral, you get the opposite result. And people are like, we really don't care, Roddy. Like, get these matches over with and give me MaxPax Serral. But I am trying. I'm as excited as the next guy, guys. But it's not only about our big stars. Let's give some love to the other guys too. And especially this one. This one is fun. We have Juanito playing his first official games in forever. It's a noble effort. And I feel quite often we succeed. But if it's a MaxPax Serral main event, we just don't succeed. And that's okay. Alright. SpeCial is ready. Cham is ready. Indy is ready. TKO is ready. It's TVZ time, guys. Go main event of the Big Brain Bouts, number 80. The winner gets $100. The loser gets 25. One man who's been somewhat active. One man who's been invisible until the 2v2 tournament earlier this week. Historically, SpeCial favorite. Right now, your guess is as good as mine. Let's do it.
Let's get it on. Round 1. Fight.
What did the channel point prediction settle for in the end, by the way, guys? Because I didn't keep track of it at all. I was more nervous about locating our gamers. You guys voted Cham or SpeCial? What was the final score? By the way, thank you to Iacta for the 103 months tier 2. That is amazing. And Ambwa Bon with the 128 months. Mega long resubs here on Twitch, guys. 2 subs back to back over 100 months. And that's how you know that I am very old. Here we go. Abyssal Reef in the top left side. The man who basically said goodbye to Starcraft after he did not make it into the World Championship last year. But he always stuck around. He's always been watching a couple of games. He stops by to say hello. He's been very active in the poker streets. But he is back, building some SCVs and trying to give us a good show. It is SpeCial. Bottom right side, the man who asked me, give or take 3 months ago, hey Roddy, can I play in the Big Brain Bouts? And can you just keep on inviting me until I lose? And I said I can't do it every week, but I can do it most weeks. So let's see what kind of a run you can go on. Well, he beat BabyMarine, he beat Aquaron, he beat Goblin, he beat Fjont, and he also beat Nikorok. So it's 5 wins in a row for this man. That is mega impressive. Can he make it 6? Against the player that has historically defeated him quite a bit. This is Cham. He plays poker professionally. Based on the hands that I've seen made, it is not professionally. That's kind of like looking at Air, his first best of 5 the night, and knowing he got $15 for his performance, and be like, does Eniac play StarCraft 2 professionally? It's like, well, money was involved, but to call it professional is a bit of a stretch. And based on the hand history that SpeCial shows me, no, it is not poker professionally, but it's something that he's probably just passionate about. It's something that he wants to get better in. And, you know, if there is no other tournaments for him to look forward to, he wants to get deeper and deeper into poker. Everybody has to start somewhere, right? All the pros started somewhere. They all started as amateur. Right now, Juanito is in my eyes, nothing more than a very recreational, casual poker player who's just trying to learn how to get better in the game. He's also indeed been very active in the gym. The man looks better than ever before. He's in great shape. In that way, he's definitely set a very good example for all of us entering 2025. You want to play there, but you have a small brain? I can get you invited once, Phalange. I would have no issue with inviting you into one of the earlier rounds of the Big Brain Bouts. It is a Reaper triple CC, so very standard opening. Historically, we know that SpeCial is no stranger to mech. He's always been like the one foreign player who's a bit similar to Gumio. He can play mech, he can play bio. Cham, I think, has throughout his career been a lot better in ZVZ and ZVP than he's been in ZVT, but in these Big Brain Bouts, he did defeat HeroMarine, he did defeat Akron, and he even beat Nikorak, who I think is very good. So clearly his ZVT is capable of something. Out of the 70 series that these two guys have played against each other throughout the career, SpeCial, or 80 series or something, SpeCial won 67, Cham only won 13. Oh yeah, that is the past. This is now. The year is 2025 and Cham is a beast in the Big Brain Bouts on the Friday night. Well, tonight might be his night as well. If your brain is small but very wrinkly, can you play then? If I have the right reasons to invite you, you can probably play. The first series of the night is not necessarily about the big brain plays. Throughout the night, yeah, if you want to play in the second or the third or the fourth series, the main event, you're gonna need a big brain. The first series, we make exceptions. That's why I invited Pi a couple times. No requirements are needed, other than just being a nice guy and being good in the community. Hello, Angreth. Every brain has room to get big. That is true. Science. You may start off small, you may be stuck for a little while, but eventually they can get big. SpeCial is gonna drive Hellions into the third base of Cham, like his glory days. What can we find? So far it's 6. If we get like 8, oh, we get 10, and 2 Hellions actually get out of there. That's pretty good. Cham does not have Zergling speed yet, 5 minutes into the game. This is obviously not that standard in this matchup, but Cham has never been a standard player. So don't really look at Cham, his timings, don't look at Cham's build orders and be like, is this how you're supposed to open? No. By the way, I got scared because the shadow is not moving. Why is the shadow not moving? For a second there I thought we had lag. Is that because we used the logos mod? Oh, I guess the logos don't work. That's supposed to be the Big Brain logo. Yeah, the shark. Hey, the shark's not dead, guys. No, I think it's because we used the BASILISK logos mod, but on this map it doesn't work. So, then the shark is just stuck. Oh, but we do have a logo. Okay, well, I don't know. The logos killed the shark. That's kind of sad. Double Cloak Banshee. Juanito is the creator of that legendary line. You gotta go Cloak Banshee. They'll never see it coming. Well, they played 2v2 early this week, and I'm sure that Cham heard about the Cloak Banshees a couple times. Cham is gonna build roaches. Double Evo roaches. Right now, I would say that game 1 looks really good for SpeCial. But I've also learned my lesson in calling Cham games way too early. Cham can make Zerg units look better than they are. He can also make them look worse than they are. He might just explode in supply and suddenly have 400 supply of roaches with 1-1 missile attacks and 5 ravages for every tank. 7 minutes into Abyssal, I like it for our veteran. The man who was once upon a time known as Major, Kitty, and a whole bunch of other silly nicknames. Cham's got Overlord speed as well. Do you guys think that he's gonna put some queens inside of Dropperlords? We've got a single Dropperlord in the mix right now. There are 4 queens that will go inside of that Dropperlord, so Cham is gonna be aggressive. Very, very committed, guys. Has not built a drone in a little while. Lost 12 drones in the game to the Hellions and the Reaper. Juanito can't be mega surprised by Cham doing something among these lines. We could have another somewhat short game on our hands. All the upgrades are going to finish up. You guys can see it on the side. What is the tank count? It's 2. The Banshees are still alive. That's very important. Banshees can become mega useful here because there is very little anti-air on the side of Cham. SpeCial has fired up the 2-2 upgrades. I'm not sure if that's going to finish up anytime soon. I wouldn't have hated the bunker. We need to siege this tank. It doesn't feel like SpeCial is really expecting this right now, but I mean, he's got a big army. Alright, the Queen's find it. This is big, by the way. The Queen's seeing this right now. This is going to give SpeCial that heads up. We can start sieging those tanks. We're going to pull some SCVs and the mules. The mules go back to work. We've got a wall of depots. Here we go. I like SpeCial setup. I feel like this is looking excellent for the veteran. Sure, he's going to lose a couple SCVs, but that's alright. If he can just keep the Marines alive, he's moving the Marines forward. That is a lot of confidence. But Juanito has played a couple of TVZs in his life. And I think he has read this correctly. We lost a couple Marines, we lost the tank. But that's a mighty fine hold. And that is just going to do it. 9 minutes in. SpeCial showed us that after thousands of hands of poker, probably like 100,000 hands at this point, the man can absolutely still play a game of Starcraft 2. Takes a pretty convincing 1-0 lead. Just a clean start. I think diving Hellions against Cham is an excellent play because Cham is known for skipping Zergling speed, having mega late Zergling speed. So yeah, then obviously like Hellion YOLO drive-bys are fantastic in the third. And you get 10 drones, you even save a couple of your Hellions. Life is good. Cham just wants so fast forward. That is not a sentence, mate. Cham just wants so fast forward to Serral MaxPax. Everybody wants Serral MaxPax. I know. Guys, I'm as excited as anybody, but you guys are ruining it for me. Let's give some love to the other gamers too. It was supposed to start at 9. It is nowhere near 9. We're not behind schedule. Let's lean back. Get yourself a shock top, a blue moon, a Bud Light, a Coke, a water, a tea, whatever. Enjoy some TVZ. Serral MaxPax will come. I'm excited too, guys. I didn't even sleep properly. So excited. But let's give some love to the other guys. It is an 8-player event, not a 2-player event. And I get it. Don't get me wrong. I absolutely get it. But let's just enjoy it. We've had 2 3-0s already. We don't want to have 3 3-0s before MaxPax Serral. It's only 2 p.m. Hey, that's a 2 p.m. on a Friday, mate. You've probably been working mega hard 10, 11, 12 hours for the first 4 days of the week. You can relax a little bit on that Friday afternoon. Nothing wrong with that.
Round 2. Fight!
Hello, Infinity. Here we go, guys. Ley lines. Bottom left side, taking the 1-0 lead, showing us that he absolutely still got it. And if we do get some big news for StarCraft in the year 2025, I think there's a very good chance that you guys will see a whole bunch more of this man. I don't think he's quite done yet. I think that passion is still there. The fire is still burning for SpeCial. The announcement on Reddit said Serral MaxPax at noon. I don't think that's what it said. Because the announcement is automated. It's always the same. The event always starts noon Eastern. But it also lists the 4 matches in a row. So obviously the first 3 will be played first. And then it's Serral MaxPax. It is the same as it is every other week. Just because it's MaxPax Serral right now doesn't mean that suddenly things are different. It's not. It lists only Serral MaxPax. I'll take a look at it. If that is the case, somebody made a boo-boo. But I would be surprised. Nobody else in the announcement? We'll take a look at it. Top right side, all ley lines. You guys can also always use !B, !bracket. Take a look at the Wikipedia, guys. We've done this 80 times already. That is also $40,000 that BASILISK has given away to StarCraft 2 players. That is mega, if you ask me. Top right side, all ley lines. He's down 0-1, but he has won 5 best of 5s in a row, and I can't imagine that he's gonna go down without putting up one hell of a fight. This is Cham. It's also not the first time that Serral plays in the Big Brain Bouts. He has played probably like 4 or 5 times. He has never lost in the Big Brain Bouts. And of course, Serral has always been the main event. And he has always started at 9 p.m. Europe time. Which is always 3 p.m. on the East Coast. Noon on the West Coast. It was like that the previous 4 times. It will be like that the 5th time. There might be a day that Serral was not the main event, but I don't know. I don't see that happening anytime soon. SpeCial opens up with a Reaper. Reaper into fast expand. Might be a little switcheroo. Nah, not this time. We're gonna build a 3rd command center by the looks of it before we get a starport. We actually do get a starport. So SpeCial is switching it up a little bit. Obviously last game we went for a very quick triple CC. There are many ways to get up to 3 bases as Terran. Sometimes Terrans don't go up to 3 bases at all. I don't expect it to be the case. I don't hate going quick attack, later expense against a man like Cham, who is known for early aggression, but let's see. Cham can be a little bit stubborn from time to time and just be very set in his ways of, hey, I have a build, I want to execute this build, this is what I believe in, I go for it. Well, especially in ZVT, scouting is so important and you're gonna have to make some adjustments from time to time. I hope for Cham that he is ready for these Banshees to show up a little bit quicker. Banshees are mega standard in this matchup, but very often they arrive a little bit later because Terran players like to go triple CC quickly. If you delay the command center and you get a quicker starport, obviously you get quicker Banshees. If the spores are not ready yet, this could definitely hurt on the side of Cham. Six Hellions and a Banshee. 2nd Banshee on the way. So far, nothing but drones on the production tab for Cham. I'm actually kind of worried. If these Hellions guys go for a crazy drive-by into the natural, our friend Cham is in so much trouble. He is getting his spores, so he might be fine against the Banshees. At this point, we really don't have the link count to deal with all these Hellions. 11 links. Yeah, maybe if the positioning is perfect and the queen positioning is perfect, but a little risky if you ask me. First Banshee got 2 drones. It ain't much, but it's something. Seven drones on the way. Cham is taking a very hefty supply lead. And a very hefty worker lead. Of course, SpeCial by playing a little more aggressive is hurting his own economy. So far, he hasn't really committed to anything. Maybe SpeCial is just that confident that he's completely okay with entering that mid-game down a whole bunch of workers, thinking it's gonna be alright. At this point, I'm starting to get a tiny bit worried by SpeCial. I feel like SpeCial should have done something with his Hellions. Cham is a greedy player. Played this one greedy too. Killing 5 drones is, I don't think, enough to really make up for your much later 3rd base. But the Banshees ain't done yet, and they will keep looking for damage. They get another worker, they'll get a queen. And double Evo chamber up and running for Cham. As the Spire is halfway done, Baning Nest finishes up as well. The winner of this best of 5, of course, gets $100. The loser will still get 25. I like to reward everybody. Oh well, Basilisk. But I came up with the distribution. I just think if people clear out their schedule, they show up, they always play the games, they put on a show. I think it's nice to even give the loser something. Justice says 1-1 tank push is surely good against the Muras. I don't think SpeCial is going to be the one doing the pushing, mate. I kind of feel that Cham is just going to be in SpeCial's face. We do move out with Marines. I don't know if he's going to bring the tanks. That seems risky to me. Yeah, maybe. At this point, Cham only has 10 Banes. Baning speed halfway down, but we do have a lot of Queens with energy. Queens should be able to buy some time. Yeah, I want to say I like it for Cham, but it is obviously important he doesn't have any major slip-ups, no pun intended there, in the next minute. Marines team forward. Cham needs to bring over the links. One queen going down. One queen is acceptable. Absolutely believe that Cham can live with only losing a single queen. Fancies are on patrol in the center of the map, giving Juanito a little bit of extra map vision. I kind of like it for Cham, guys. Are we going to have our first non-3-0 of the night? Yeah, everything is USD. But this day and age, that's kind of even. Banelings, by the way, rolling down this ramp, getting great connections. SpeCial was indeed planning some sort of a push. But as I said before, I don't think SpeCial's doing the pushing. Now SCVs are being misrallied as well. Cham takes a fantastic fight. That's not even a fight, right? That's a smackdown, a massacre.
Smackdown.
Little tribute to my heroes of New Earth days there. Also, game 2 looks like it's all Cham. SpeCial maybe just misreading this game a little bit, giving Cham a few too many props in the early game. And that was nothing. Yeah, USD and the Euro are pretty... they're not quite even, right? It's like 97 cents at the moment, last time I checked. But it is very, very, very close to being 1-1 again. We have a little baning run by. Tanks are next to each other. Tanks is so good in tanking. So I don't think it matters much. USD to Euro. Is it still 97? 98. So yeah, it's very, very, very close to 1-1 at the moment. This is great. If you are a streamer and you live in Europe, it is great. Might be bad in other ways, but it is great for your Twitch paycheck. I'm surprised that SpeCial, despite the fact that that first move out was such a disaster, is still on the other side of the map, and he's actually demanding some respect here. Cham afraid to dive on top of this army. Cham obviously has been droning like a mad lad. He's on 81 workers. He's only using one of his 2 evolution chambers right now, which I think is a bit of a shame. I feel like there should have been a way for him to get +2 melee too. Hello, Joseph. Well, Muras are behind this army. Cham, I think, should have more than enough. Cham is gonna go for it with a mine connection. Okay, but it's on Zerglings and there are still so many Banelings in the mix for Cham. Cham is gonna take a great fight here. No matter how good the micro is for Cham, excuse me, for SpeCial, it is never going to be good enough. And just like that, 10 minutes into ley lines, Cham, the man who's on a 5 best of 5 winning streak, ties things up. I think SpeCial truly missed an opportunity with the Hellions early on. Cham didn't have a lot of links, didn't necessarily always know where these Hellions and Reapers were coming from. I think that's the moment where you should find something. If you're opening up 2 bases, Starport before 3rd CC, there should have been some options for SpeCial to slow Cham down. If you can slow him down, yeah, then the first time that you're fighting, it's just so many links, so many Banes. Well done by Cham. We are all tied up, guys, for the first time tonight, and hopefully not the last, because obviously we hope for a mega close main event. We're all tied up. 1-1. Next game played on King's Cove. I think they were both already active and considered to be some of the strongest players in the foreign scene when King's Cove was around the last time. I mean, SpeCial has always been active, right? Have you considered doing first-person view for some of the games in the series? There's no way for me to do first-person unless you mean following the camera. But if you follow the camera in the client, it's not real first-person view. There's only one way to really get first-person view, and that is by having them stream. I'm not gonna demand them to stream, even though they're always allowed. Players are always allowed to stream their matches if they want to, provide commentary if they want to, make their own YouTube content around it if they want to. We've got a very good, a world-class poker player in the chat, our man Filatov. Thank you so much for stopping by. I don't know if you've got time, Filatov, but in approximately 30 minutes, we're gonna have the best PVC that we've had in a little while on this channel. So, if you can stick around, you should stick around. Right now, we are watching a man who has played a lot of poker over the last few months, but he's not quite at your level.
Round 3. Fight.
Thank you, Anubis Fair, by the way, matey, for the 50 months. In the bottom right side of King's Cove, this man is going to have to worry about some early marine aggression. He has won 5 best of 5s in a row. He's trying to make it 6. It's the Mexican Zerg, Cham. Well, look at you guys. I'm sure some of you guys get very excited. Be like, oh, this is going to be a short match, right? In the top left side of King's Cove, sending out the boys, opening up with 2 Rex proxy. It is Juanito, aka SpeCial. Alright, so this is not real first person view, but we can follow the camera of Cham for a little bit, and we can at least see when he finally sees what is up. So far the first Overlord is not going to see it, the second Overlord is not going to see it. There is a gas, by the way, coming up at home for SpeCial, so he's not ultra all in. I do it quite often, J Money, but there needs to be a reason for it, a time and a place. Right now, this is a good moment. Alright, Cham sees an SCV coming in from the bottom. That's gotta be scary. Immediately moves the Overlord, sees the Marine. He knows. The moment that SCV comes in from that angle, yeah, all the alarm bells go off, and you know. He's leaving the charge with just 2 drones. Right now, it's a battle about the bunker. Obviously, HP on the SCV is very important. 1 drone is gonna go down. Fight, Cham. Fight, fight, fight. Cham. I would have liked to see him kill that SCV, by the way. So far, I feel like Cham is getting a lot of damage off on Marines, on SCVs. A delay on the bunker, but I think Cham is okay now. I feel like Cham is totally fine. Unless Juanito has a random extra SCV, but it doesn't look like it. So far, so good for Cham. Now, the Marines are still here, but once the Queens are out, your life is a whole lot easier as a Zergie. Now, this is a perfectly fine hold. A perfectly fine hold for Cham. Juanito kind of just forgetting about his Marines. This sucks nowadays, I guess, and he leaves with GG. Well, yeah, if we lose our Marines like that, it does kind of suck. I think we could have maybe executed that a little bit better. But 3 minutes in, Cham takes the 2-1 lead. Ay caramba. I don't know if that's a true statement or not, but... okay. Well, Cham just keeps on winning. And Juanito had such a good first game, and he could have been fine in the second game. He's now suddenly down 2-1. King's Cove is a large map. It takes a little while before SCVs make it to the other side of the map, but that is mostly a micro thing. Cham, I think, had very good split target fire on the drones. Did a good job in delaying that bunker. And SpeCial's micro on the Marines was just not as clean as it should have been. Cure got Serral with that bad boy on Crimson. Yeah, that is correct. Now, Crimson is smaller than King's Cove for sure, but... that's just... I mean, this was not a hold, Savchenko, because of the Queen being cheaper, more expensive, hatchery being cheaper, more expensive. This was a hold because the drones get the first SCV very quickly, get a lot of damage on the second SCV, delay the bunker, and got a bunch of shots off on the Marines. That's why it's a hold. The Queen was kind of irrelevant in this case. It was purely a battle of drones versus SCVs and Marines, and then the Zerglings come out. SpeCial's execution was just not quite there. Shout out to Ballistic United as well for the 5 months. We have 50 months, 5 months, 37, 128, a little bit of everything. Alright, match point in the co-main event, as we are still way ahead of schedule. So there's obviously a chance, guys, that Serral and MaxPax are not quite ready, but I kind of feel that Serral and MaxPax are always ready, so there shouldn't be a big delay between the second to last match and the last match.
Round 4. Fight!
Or we can also go full spirit and get a 45-minute mech game. Anything is possible on this Friday. Bottom left side of Amygdala. The man who has won 5 best of 5s in a row. He's starting to make a living out of those big brain bouts. 1 map away from making it 6. That could very well be the longest win streak that anyone has been on. This is Cham. And in the top right side of Amygdala, we are looking at the main base of our Mexican Terran player. The man who has played a lot of poker over the last few months. But he is the one who reached out to me and he said, Roddy, if you want me to play in the big brain bouts, I am down. I've been playing some Starcraft again. He also played in the 2v2 tournament earlier this week with Cham. It is our legendary foreign Terran, SpeCial, aka Juanito. Thank you to Beambot for the 38 months. I appreciate it, matey. If Cham wins, guys, it is time. We will start getting ready for MaxPax versus Serral. If SpeCial wins, we've got a game 5. Dr. Jit, 2 Rex, Proxy 2 Rex, total mission failure, as they would say in SEAL. Jason Hayes would not approve of that. Ray would not approve of it. Clay Spencer wouldn't approve of it. The Marines did not stand a chance against the drones. And just like that, it was all over. Thank you, Anna, as well, for the 58 months. Also a very long time. Almost a century, Anna. We're getting there. Yeah, some special tactics work out, and in that case, his tactics did not quite work out. But we're going back to normal. Don't forget that he had an honestly pretty clean game 1. Looked good. Looked like he knew his opponent well, was making the correct calls. Maybe we'll see a little more of that in game 4. No Zergling speed on the way yet for Cham. He's got 100 gas now, could fire it up, but Cham is no stranger into completely skipping it, ignoring it. And I'm sure some aspiring Zerg players who want to learn from the better guys out there look at these games and be like, man, if I do this, I'll get punished every single game. I'll lose 22 drones against a couple Hellions. This is stupid. It shouldn't work. But Cham makes it work very often. This time though, he does fire up Zergling speed. January is the month of online Starcraft. We have an online event right now that is literally bigger than how some of the offline events in the past were. And we've got 2 of them. One is proper big, the other one is kind of big. A $15,000 online event and a $6,000 online event. For online Starcraft, that is as big as it's always been. PD Penguin says, let's get those BCs going. Well, I've got a battle cruiser, guys. It's hiding underneath the Christmas tree. Right there. Juanito, may you give us a little bit of battle cruiser action? Should be BCs. We had Nathanius in the chat twice already today. He's excited for MaxPax Serral as well. But I'm sure that Nate's heart will still beat a little bit faster if he sees a couple of battle cruisers being built. The 2 base BC opening as well. Cham historically has shown some similarities to Elaser in some ways, where they can be a little bit stubborn in their scouting. And I just kind of feel like they go for a middle down the road build and it should be safe against everything. But if you then play against extreme stuff, and this is not mega extreme, it's not 2 starport BC. But, you know, it's maybe catch him by surprise. SpeCial could very well play all-out mech here, by the way. Gumio's had a lot of success already with mech on this map. The Brute Lord is battling the carrier. This is the theme, guys. It's a PvZ kind of night. The Brute Lord is battling the carrier. And before something about Brute Lords, don't shoot up, Roddy. I know, guys. That doesn't matter. In my house, that does not matter. They do battle. He's level with the carrier. The carrier is a bit taller, but still. The Brute Lord can absolutely penetrate the bottom of the carrier. We've got a slightly different video game happening in my house. First BC is out. We're gonna use tactical jump immediately. Let's follow first person vision of Cham. Cham is like, hey, this is my drone. I'm chilling. Let's expand. Oh, I'm being attacked. What is it? Holy hell, it's a battle cruiser. Yes, it is a battle cruiser. Queen's way out of position. So clearly did not really think about it. Solid BC so far. Now fly. Careful, sport crawlers. No, SpeCial. What are we doing, mate? Patch notes, my friend. Sport crawlers deal good damage. Oh yeah. He probably didn't expect the second spore there, but I mean, he absolutely could have been in this area. One spore in the queen, sure, you have to respect it, but you kill a couple drones and you go back. You are not supposed to lose a battle cruiser like that. Pretty expensive. got a crazy amount of Hellions at this point, by the way. We've got 14 Hellions here. Cham has a couple of roaches in the mix, has dropped his own Spire. Extra factories get planted down by SpeCial on the other side of the map. Keeping the VC alive might be the most important part of the build. I will not disagree with you there, sir. Ooh, can maybe battle these queens. Nope, we're gonna go into the natural instead. The roaches are out of position. Oh, everything is clumped up. What are we going for? The main. We're going for the main, Morty. That should be a proper drone barbecue. Very good on the other side of the map. Couple Zerglings doing their thing. Well, I have the feeling these Hellions are going to kill a few more workers than these Zerglings. The roaches are move commanding a little bit. Can we get a few more good shots off in the natural? Hello. One more. 3 Hellions is all it takes. 17 though. That's pretty good. Make it 19. 19 is not bad at all. And of course we saw the roaches. We saw the spires. We were right on top of it. We're not going to use tactical jump this time. Hey, I mean, sure, we lost the BC, but outside of that, I want to say it looks promising for SpeCial, but I am kind of worried. Because Cham, his supply can just explode if he holds down that roach button, and he's going to hit some sort of a 1-1 roach ravager corruptor all-in attack on the 3 bases of Juanito. I will be very worried about SpeCial. 4 more Hellions are in the natural, trying to get those very fat, juicy Hellion shots off. Not quite. Good drone movement this time. Yamato is done. We're gonna Yamato down a queen. Second BC. Well, that is a barracks. But there is a second BC, guys. I'm not making this up. Here is our second BC. I kind of feel that we need tanks. Like, let's slow down a tiny bit on the Hellions. We're gonna need some tanks. And I wouldn't hate either Great Sim City or a couple of missile turrets on the side of Juanito. Because if the Corruptor count goes up, you might find yourself in one of these moments where Corruptors just dive, click on top of your BCs, and once the BCs die and the tanks are exposed, it could be the end. Corruptors are revealed. We'll drop a Yamato. It's not bad. It's a real shame about that first BC. That first BC should not have died the way it did. Outside of that, it is good. Thanks, RotterdaM. Just stream and chill. No politics. The politics happen mostly at Upper Tree, his channel. I stay away from those. And if we ever do discuss politics, it's not going to be during the Big Brain Bouts. I believe that TKL is a bit more passionate about it than I am anyway. Guys, a Swarm Host. I'm a little bit surprised by it. Of course, Swarm Host can be good against mech, but is this still the right moment for the Swarm Host, or did we already miss that Swarm Host window? I guess it can work. Absolutely do believe it can work. These rocks are about to expire. It's going to open the doors. Do we have enough anti-air? 10 Corruptors against 3 battle cruisers, and a couple of the Corruptors are going to get Yamato'd immediately. I'm not too certain. Corruptors have no upgrades, and battle cruisers unfortunately have no upgrades either. It's a shame we didn't have any Cyclones there or a single missile turret. Hellbats are going to be used for against the Locust, especially if supply is climbing. I mean, obviously the first wave is going to be very, very, very important for Cham. This is where Cham wants to find good damage. If he gets nothing with the Locust or the Roaches on the left side, oh, he gets a lot. He's going to get 15 SCVs immediately. He's going to gun down a lot of these depots as well. The BCs are a little bit exposed. Where are those Cyclones? Well, one BC does get saved. Oh, okay. Losing the 19 SCVs near the gold is a bit painful. They're both floating a lot of money, by the way. A shocking amount of money almost. I mean, Cham is maxed out, close to being maxed out, but it's not like he's got Hive Tech yet, right? And if we're floating this much, then I'd like to see an Infestation Pit, which he does have, because he's got Swarm Host. Fire up Hive, get some upgrades going. Feels like we shouldn't really be hard stuck on 1-1 Roach Ravager. I think making BCs now is not necessarily a bad call. If we can keep them alive, Locust, gun down the planetary. That is a big move for Cham. That is definitely going to slow down the economy of SpeCial for a little while. Ananas? These does ananas. There was a German... Ay, 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 corrosive balls land in the middle of the 3 battle cruisers. Now, there's very few corruptors left. Basically, all the corruptors have died. Losing a BC to a corrosive ball, though, also counts. Those balls were big. A real These Does on and us moment. Hellions are gonna morph into Hellbats, but it also means they will be forced to fight all these locusts. No, that's actually not a bad play at all, because the locusts just melt. The Hellbats shine. Cyclone's starting to do their thing, getting the lock-ons, killing a lot of these expensive corruptors. Finally, Hive on the way for Cham, but still no +2 attacks. Spire upgrades are nowhere to be seen. Maybe Cham indeed expected SpeCial to only make like 1 or 2 BCs and that was it. No. SpeCial build more. Made 6 in total. 3 of them are left. 91 army supply for a Mexican Zerg. I don't know about being here though on trip. This feels a little bit ambitious. Doesn't this feel like a little too much? I don't know if we should be here, SpeCial. I don't think we have to really be here, but SpeCial believes that this is the right place. It is absolutely not. The locusts come in from the bottom right side. That seemed really unnecessary when we've got 150 supply, when we can rebuild. But a perfect engagement from the locust. And Cham also takes down his nemesis from the past. Walks away with 100 buckies. SpeCial will get 25 for playing. And Cham, his win streak continues. Alright, that's it, Cham. Last time I joked that he was going to get HeroMarine next. And then he DM'd me. He's like, I watched the VOD. You really don't have to give me HeroMarine, man. There are plenty of other people that can beat me. I was kind of joking. At this point, I'm not joking. Like, it's going to be HeroMarine. Because 6 wins is about as many as anybody should be able to get. Unless you're literally playing the very best players on the planet. So, Cham is... the next time you guys see Cham, he will get a very serious step up in competition. It's been great to watch him play. It's great to see him do his thing. Congrats for the 100 bucks. But he's going to get a real step up. Even taking down the man who has historically done so well against him. That is special. Shout out to BASILISK for once more giving us a 10 subbies. The win streak of Cham continues. I'm taking another look at that, guys, quickly. Before we get ready for the big one. I know a lot of channel point bettors have been looking forward to this. This could very well turn into the biggest channel point prediction that we've ever had on this channel. A best of 5 main event between MaxPax and Serral. I'm very excited. You guys did believe in Cham. You guys believed that activity pays. And it absolutely did. Cham wins the series 3-1. Let's just do it then, guys. Let's just do it. Main event, BBB number 80. Serral versus MaxPax. For the first time in over 14 months, it is Serral versus MaxPax. Do you guys believe in Serral, our Finnish Zerg? Or do you guys believe in the Prince of Denmark, the Danish Protoss? I don't know if they're ready. Thank you, Cuckoo Matey, for the 46 months. 50 even. 46 in a row. What a kid. My kid. I don't know if they're ready. So I'm going to make it 30 minutes at first. But expect this series to start earlier than 30 minutes. But I did originally tell MaxPax 9 p.m. I did tell Serral 9 p.m. Right now it's only 20 minutes past 8. I also think it would be nice to maybe give everybody a couple minutes to enter the stream. But my plan is not to wait until 9 p.m. Basically in 5 to 10 minutes, if they are ready, I'm ready for the first official MaxPax versus Serral best of 5 in a very long time. I'm pumped, guys. I have been looking forward to this. I've tried to make this happen. I wanted to make this happen. Last time they played against each other was on the 18th of October 2023. Back then Serral won. Serral winning quite a few. MaxPax did get the best of Yona once in a little Kung Fu Cup. But all of this is ancient history. It's a different mappo. It's a different patch. It's a different MaxPax, of course, too. He was damn good back then, but he's even better now. I love it. I'm as excited as a young boy could be. I'm going to take a couple minutes, and after that, we'll see if the gamers are ready to play these video games. I'll see you guys soon. Do we have the biggest channel point prediction game in history? The over-under was set on 5 million channel points to be wagered on this best of 5. I don't know if we have enough rich people in the chat for 5 million channel points, but let's see. I can see it being very big.